What is up, YouTube, and welcome again to another episode of Behind the Wall, presented by Perky Jerky. I'm Pro Bowl 43, as always, along with my co-counsel, Thermite 917, and Kane Jr. 88. This time here, we're talking about Michigan, the final race of the year there, thank God. So, it's the Consumers Energy 400, and Nick, we missed you last week. We're so glad you're back. Give us the race recap.
All right, thank you, Tyler. Happy to be back. Denny Hamlin got the pole. And on lap 9, it didn't take long. Eric Jones went for a spin all on his own. Then shortly after that, on lap 16, William Byron got loose under Martin Truex Jr., and Byron slid out into the wall. Truex pretty much escaped without any damage. There was a competition caution on lap 25, and most of the guys took 2 tires. And Kevin Harvick, no surprise, cruised to a Stage 1 victory. Then on lap 76, in Stage 2, Ryan Newman spun after cutting a tire after hitting the wall a few laps earlier. Lap 85, Eric Jones spins again after making some awkward contact with Ryan Blaney. And then Kevin Harvick once again wins Stage 2, as Martin Truex oddly runs out of gas and has to pit when pit road is closed, so that was a terrible sequence of events for him. Then on lap 133, Ty Dillon had a really weird incident when he slammed the wall after running over a battery or a boulder or Kane's concrete blizzard or something. And then that was the last incident of the day. There were green flag stops with about 20 to go, and Kevin Harvick once again runs away with the victory and grabs his 7th win of the season. Holy crap. He led 108 laps, and it was his 44th career win, which ties him with Bill Elliott on the all-time wins list. Coming home second was Brad Keselowski, then third was Kyle Busch, and Austin Dillon gave it a heck of a try and finished 4th, almost finished 2nd, but said he cut a tire on the last lap. 5th was Ryan Blaney, then it was Kurt Busch, Eric Almirola, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, and Joey Logano. So really just a straightforward Michigan race. Kane, what would your rating be?
It was pretty straightforward. Harvick dominated. The Fords once again showed why Michigan is basically their playground now. And well, I'm gonna give this race a 4 out of 10. 4 for Harvick. So Tyler, what's your rating?
Well, that was very simple and straightforward, as we've already mentioned for the 3rd time now. That's exactly how this race went. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. It was a very dull race. I'm even willing to admit that I fell asleep during the end of Stage 2 and into 3. I didn't even see the whole Ty Dillon thing or Truex running out of gas. But when I woke up, I was like, well, what the hell did I miss? Nothing! I didn't miss a thing! Harvick still managed to win. There was no other cautions to jumble things back up. The restarts, the ones they had, were interesting, and that's something you see at Michigan regularly, so that realistically wasn't a surprise. It just was a race, and it was dominated, and it's nothing new. It's just kind of like Las Vegas, Kentucky. They happened, and that's pretty much just it. I also do want to say that it's hilarious how the best part of that race happened afterwards with the victory celebration. So races like that are just super forgettable. It even made me think of this one race from 2 years ago, the 2016 Indianapolis race. Like, for example, that race, the best thing about it was the victory lap that Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart did after the race. You didn't remember a single thing that happened in the race, so that's kind of what I look at here. Dull, forgettable. Nick, what's your rating?
I'm going to give it a 4 like Kane. Not a whole lot to add, but I mean, not surprisingly, dirty air was a big issue, so the overall quality of racing wasn't very good, which we kind of expected, but the amount of restarts, like Tyler said, helped keep things a little more interesting than it would have been otherwise. And obviously to have restarts, you have to have some attrition, and there actually was some of that in the first half of the race, but there just wasn't a big variety of leaders, aside from when Jimmy tried to mix things up for a little bit. That was kind of cool. And it was just mainly 2 out of the big 3 out front for most of the race. Would have been nice if they at least had a fuel mileage race at the end or something. I was kind of hoping for that, but it wasn't meant to be. And even though it's not going to get a high rating, I mean, I'm not too upset just because that's what we expect at Michigan. Not much happened. Either way, it didn't come close to how the racing has been in recent weeks. So, oh, Michigan. Like Tyler said, I'm glad that's the last one there of the year. So that's my rating, 4 out of 10.
Well, the trucks raced in Michigan this week, and you know damn well what that means. Where did Cody Kaufman finish? Oh, Cody started 9th, finished 14th for the second race in a row. A very Cody Kaufman-like result. So, yeah, let's see what he had to say. Today was a tough day. We really just need some luck on our side. Everyone on the number 2 team is working so hard. I'm super proud and honored to be a part of this team, though. I really wanted to bring our Jags.com Chevy to Victory Lane today, since we had God Bless the Broken Road and hashtag Bless a Vet on board. I still love to have Harold, the director, and Edgar, who is apparently the producer, here as well. They are great. Now it's on to Bristol. Well, thanks for that movie plug that you're going to be in, playing whatever, Burly Bitch number 2, I'm assuming. I'm glad Harold and Edgar could be there to see you run mediocre. That's what we all see every week. That extends the non-top 10 streak to like 4, so we're doing really good things. And Jer is going to have to check off on the whiteboard this week. No, you didn't do well. Better luck at Bristol. Jags!
Jags!
Hope you can be a better actor than a driver. Shouldn't be too hard.
I don't know about that. That's a tall task.
He'll be like Phoebe, like carrying the tray in the surgery room.
Oh yeah, when she was an extra on Days of Our Lives. Yep.
Don't you worry, your tray is coming, sir. Thank you, Kane. Oh, Cody, why do you even try?
Well, we got some awards, like always. First one is kind of a twist on one that we've been doing. It's always fun. Tyler, what is it?
Yeah, it's the Joneses from hell. Oh, man, JGR's Jones pairs, Brandon Jones and Eric Jones. Man, bad weeks to be a Jones. They're not related, but, man, it was tough to tell this weekend, because over in Mid-Ohio, Brandon Jones started in the top 5, spun the hell out twice, just had a day, finished 23rd, and then Eric Jones the next day starts in the top 5 in Michigan, spins out twice himself. Now he finishes a little bit better, but it was still outside the top 10 and 13th. Jesus Christ! What a weekend! I mean, you guys have a little bit of talent, but you don't want to get that funny little label of, what was it? No talent ass clowns? Because I'll tell you what, Brandon Jones is used to making stupid moves, and Eric Jones' little move at Pocono still has me pissed and chafed. Boys, damn it now. Get it together. You don't want to be known as those retard Jones boys. Next award.
All right, our next award is the Train Jacket Award, and it goes to Thermite's best friend in the whole world, Ross Chastain. That's right, old Melon Man clobbered Joey Gase on the final lap at Mid-Ohio for 16th place, and Joey Gase ended up losing 8 spots in that deal, finishing in 24th. And that ended up led to a little pissing match on pit road between the two, where Gase ended up calling Chastain a fucking piece of shit. First of all, that's Dale's line, don't you fucking steal it. And second of all, Ross Chastain, you must be freaking crazy if you think wrecking somebody for 16th is going to get you that closer to the playoffs. Well, it's not. Next award.
Oh, we got some cigars, kind of quite a bunch. The first one goes to Brett Moffitt, who made a really great move on the last lap in the truck race and stole the win away from Johnny Sauter. It was his 4th win of the season, and then we got to call this guy the closer of the truck series. He just always finds himself in the right place at the right time. It's not really by luck. He just puts himself in the best positions, and he's a smart driver. I don't know what else to say about him. I just have a good feeling about him. You can never count him out. Next cigar goes to Justin Allgaier in the Xfinity race. He somehow pulled a win out of his ass after getting spun early. He had a great recovery, took 4 tires near the end, and it actually made quite a difference as he ran down Austin Cindric and got his 3rd win of the season. Speaking of Austin Cindric, he finished 2nd after dominating the day. Really ran a great race. Actually probably earned some respect back after the old Kaz Grala incident at Mosport, as well as various other issues throughout his career, including getting hit by Tyler's car. But I mean, he could have been an asshole on the last few laps and dumped Allgaier, but he decided, I guess he didn't need to win that bad, and he'll save that for later. So I guess he's willing to risk it all in the playoffs again, which I don't know, man. You're starting to earn respect back. Don't lose it all right away. But still, looking at this weekend only, he had a great drive. All right, moving on with the cigars, Tyler.
Yes, a couple more from the Xfinity series. First one is Spencer Gallagher, who came home with an 8th place finish. First top 10 since his little smoking a J suspension there. Yeah, that's his 6th top 10 in his 11 races this year. So he's had a real stout year. You know, nice little drive considering it is mid-Ohio, so didn't really expect that out of him. Nice little interview afterwards, too. Look high as fuck. Next cigar goes to Alex LeBay. 9th place finish. Hey, he even spun out, had a little kerfuffle there at some point during the race, but that was his first career top 10. So nice job there, Alex. I believe that was also the 2nd top 10 ever for that team, owned by Mario Gosselin. Yeah, you know Mario. He likes a nice blow. But yeah, now let's go ahead and move on to the Cup race. Well, it goes to like the winner every single week, and I could just say, oh, it goes to Kevin Harvick, or it goes to Rodney Childers. Well, let's just be real. It goes to the entire Ford team. They had a bullet in that first Michigan race. Should have won that race. The rain foiled it. This time they came back around and kicked everyone's asses. Yeah, that car was pretty much bulletproof. And they ended up where they should have. So we're not really surprised by anything. Now we have a couple more cigars. Kane, round them out.
All right, the next cigar goes to Austin Dillon, who brought home a surprise 4th place finish. Just his 2nd top 5 of the year after his big win in the Daytona 500. He was going to finish in the 2nd spot, but as Nick said in the race recap, he cut down a tire with 2 laps to go and somehow held on for 4th. So that's pretty impressive, Austin. You get a cigar. And our final cigar, it's an honorary cigar, goes to Keelan Harvick. Yeah, Kevin's son basically stole the spotlight from his dad when he walked up the track to grab the checkered flag from the NASCAR official, and then got to ride in Kevin's car to victory lane, flying the checkered flag out of the passenger side window. I can't even believe the NASCAR official standing there let Kevin remove the window pane from the passenger window and let Keelan hop on in and ride to victory lane. That has got to be a first in NASCAR. I've never seen anyone do that before with their kid. That's just fucking awesome. I mean, Keelan goes in victory lane. He went and sprayed Harvick's PR guy, Josh Jones, with a bottle of water. So, oh, that was funny. Keelan, I think you're officially NASCAR's favorite NASCAR baby today. Especially now that you got your own quarter midget. Yeah! You better get used to that, kid.
And he's probably the youngest person to ever get a cigar, so good job.
Yeah, he's only 6 years old. He can't smoke it till he's 18 or whatever, so, yeah.
Don't worry, Uncle Smoke will smoke it for him. That's it.
Yeah, you're right, I will. I mean, that kid's like a son to me, pretty much, so you better believe it.
I can just picture Tony just standing in the corner waiting to respond to Kane's comments.
Oh, man. That's wow.
Like, oh, that's my cue. Damn right I will.
Dale's over there in the other corner just getting plastered going, fucking. Dale, you're having a spasm. Nah, fuck the hell, I ain't fucking goddamn. I tell you what, I come over there and have a smash back. Son, bitch, woman. Let me adjust my hat.
We gotta adjust Alan's hat too.
Oh my god. We're getting off the rails here. Let's move on.
Real bitty beanie right here.
Thank you, Kane. Woo!
Okay.
Well, now it's time for the best paint scenes of the week, but no need for a montage, just two, one from the trucks and one from the Xfinity series. This first one goes to one of our favorite back markers, Corbin Forrester. Look at this truck. Nice. Not bad. You know, for a piece of shit team like that, I always love it when underfunded teams come out with nice little solid paint schemes. This truck kind of gives me a little Robbie Gordon Speed Energy vibe. Same number, but I don't know. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So nice job, guys. Not so nice speed, though. Nick, what's the other one?
It is Jeremy Clements, BRT Extrusions Camaro from Mid-Ohio. It's basically the same scheme he's been running, except instead of the red accents, it's more blue. And it's just a nice, badass looking, fast paint scheme. And that's really all you got to say about it. And of course, we have a few worse paint schemes. The first one is Austin Dillon's Dow Innovators Camaro. It's got this gray honeycomb thing going on, which, I mean, it works and it's the best part of the car, but they didn't go far enough with it. It looks weird from a distance. You can't really tell what's going on. And then moving on to things that are like just flat out bad is the A post. I don't know what's going on there. They have a little line that goes through the NASCAR race car decal for no reason, and then it turns into black, kind of where his name is. None of that makes sense. And then by the rear wheel, I don't know if they're still trying to fool the laser inspection. Just cut that crap if you are. But if not, it still doesn't look good. Just got a couple weird angles just because. No reason at all. It doesn't even look that good on like where the black is on the hood, and it just goes like right down across the nose. I mean, it's just lazy in parts, weird in parts, trying to be good in parts, but overall it just came up as a big fail. So, next paint scheme.
Ah, yes. Our next paint scheme is that of the race winner, Kevin Harvick's Busch Light Mobile One Ford. Yep, you already know what the problem is. It's another split car. Okay, first of all, beer and motor oil do not mix. All right, and I should know. I drink a hell of a lot of beer in my lifetime, and I would never, ever drink it with motor oil. God damn it. Unless, of course, Kevin Harvick is half robot, you know, kind of like that one Matt Kenseth commercial that Nextel did in 2004. But
He probably is, though. That's why he's so fast.
Exactly. He's a winning robot. But still, I mean, why does Stewart-Haas Racing and a lot of other teams, for that matter, insist on making these split sponsor paint schemes? They just don't work. They did the exact same thing at the Coke 600 this year, but it was Mobile One on the hood, and the whole back end of the car was covered in Busch and whatnot. So today was the opposite, and why? Just stop that now, please. And we have one more bad paint scheme for this week. Tyler, take it away.
Yes, this one is realistically more of just a dishonorable mention. But you know what? They've done this how many times this season? At some point, you're just like, you know what? No matter what the paint scheme is, no matter if it looks decent or terrible, it's just going to be a bad paint scheme. Chris Buescher, Slim Jim. Here we are again, JTG Doherty. What the fuck? Yeah, that's right, I said it. You slapped your freaking Slim Jimmy on the... Oh, come on! I don't even know what that was there. I'm raging. This is actually the best paint scheme that they've done with having that random product as a contingency. Like, it's a solid enough paint scheme. It would have worked. Might have even made the best paint scheme of the week just because we were so surprised that they wouldn't have done something stupid. But yet they still did it. It does not look good. Okay? It's a clutter. You don't want clutter. I like Slim Jim. You're making me not like Slim Jim.
Yeah. Snap into a contingency.
Yeah, but you guys both know Slim Jim will never ever beat the taste of perky jerky.
You damn straight. That is correct. That's right. And you know what? If that was perky jerky, they would have never had a piece of their delicious, bold, tasting, tender jerky slapped as a contingency. No! Because they're better than that. JTG Doherty, Slim Jim, you're not. Get off my screen, please. You know what? I just thought about this. We have another one. Crab!
Crabs!
David Reagan has crabs!
Oh, man. There's even one more. Are you kidding me? Timmy Hill. Look at this car, the 66rewards.com. I can't even make sense of this thing. This car, it just looks like it got slapped by Baskin and Robbins or something. Jeez.
It looks almost like a 90s car gone terribly wrong. R!
Rewards are... God. Are those coins? What the hell is that? Just an absolute atrocity. This card could definitely not go unnoticed. Ugh. Damn. Gotta get out of here. Bad paint schemes. Alright, now it's time to recap the fantasy results and picks from Michigan. And Kane once again is your winner, picking Kevin Harvick. Won the race. Perfect score of 60 points. Yeah, damn Kane. He's running away with his regular season title. Well, that means I finished second with Kyle Busch, who finished third and got 52 points. Damani picked Martin Truex Jr., who finished 14th and got 29 points. And Nick rounds out the rear with that bold prediction of Chase Elliott, finished 9th, and got 28 points. So that means he is first up for our selections at Bristol. Who you taking for their last great Coliseum?
Well, I've done this too many times this year, and I don't like it, but I want some points, so I'm going to go with Kyle Busch.
Everything's great.
It's probably going to be a good race because it's Bristol, and what's Kyle's favorite thing to do when it's a good race? Ruin it by winning! God! Oh, man. Damani.
Yeah, jackass.
Thank you, Damani. Well, I had to think a little bit about this one. But you know what? I think I'm going to take Damani's pick's teammate, Ryan Blaney.
Bristol, baby.
Yeah, they had a real good run there in that spring race. Got whacked by a lapper. I know it's a night race. Things are different. We're getting close to their chase. But Ryan Blaney, they just got to pull through at some point. It just seems like he's always kind of like there in the top 10. But this is more of an equalizer track. And I think that Penske could really show up. So I think I like my chances. I got to take a little bit of a swing here. You know, I'm losing ground to Kane. I can't have that. So, Ryan Blaney, please get me some stage points. Maybe a win. Do something good. Kane, who's your pick?
It's going to be a tough one, but I'm going to take a shot here, and I'm going to go with Eric Jones.
That Jones boy.
He almost won this race a year ago. I mean, obviously, with the exception of today, he has had some strong runs lately, so who knows? He may be able to break through this weekend under the lights at the last great Coliseum.
It's crazy, but it just might work.
All right, boys. Nice picks. Let's move on.
Well, that does it for another episode of Behind the Wall presented by Perky Jerky. We hope you enjoyed it. We sure did. For Damani HD, why do we talk about him? He's just not even there in any aspect. Oh, my God. Come back, Damani. We miss you. Oh. For future IPS driver Kane Heffernan Jr. 88. For Arthur Spooner Middleburg 1. For myself, I'm on Reddit now, Tapioca Mite 17.9. This has been Behind the Wall. You've been behind the wall, and thank you for listening. Then lap 16, William Byron got loose under Martin Truex Jr. and they crashed. Byron, what?
Why don't you just go ahead and redo that part, Nick? Nice job.
Yeah, not my fault. You would know if you were here. But so to finish off the cigars, you guys, whoever's next, Tyler. I'm good.
By chance, you want to redo that intro?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh man.
And that's it for the cigars.
Sorry, say that last
You were
part
saying?
again. I thought you were done.
Go ahead.
So moving on, we got some worse paint schemes as always.
Absolutely. You have the first one.
That is correct.
Come on.
Snap.
I said I promised myself I wasn't going to get mad at it, but then I looked at it. I'm staring at it right now, and I'm mad. I'm so mad.
I thought I wasn't going to get angry.
But I am! I'm angry! Get your freaking Hungry Jack Tyson Creamette Busch's best burns! Wow!
With a side of Nutri-Chom's pork skin chews.
Real chicken and pork skin Jim.
Jimmy Jam Slim Johnson.
Jimmy Jam Slim Johnson. Jim. Slim Jimmy.
Well, that does it for another episode of Behind... Am I recording?
Oh.
I don't know if I had to make a new thing or not. It's always got to be something.
Yeah, I know, right? Here I am covering my mouth, still trying not to laugh at your weird, just little throat clears.
I know.
Damn it, Nick.
Oh.
Throw out a couple King and Queens references, then you're like, hey, I'm on Reddit. Hit me up at Tapioca 719. Fucking hell. Well, that was good.